Hey everybody.
Hey.
Give y'all a couple seconds to come on in before we get put in Facebook jail again. We will say right now, we do not own the rights to this music.
This ain't our music, honey.
It ain't ours.
The music does not belong to us. Victory does not belong to this music.
Alright, come on, turn him off.
Is anybody here?
I don't know, but you gotta turn him off.
I don't know where everybody is. Oh, there they go. What's going on?
Hey, Grace. There they go. Just need a couple seconds.
Man, I didn't know
turn
where
them
they
off
went,
now, because we ain't got time to be putting Facebook
Y'all
jail.
know Facebook tried to put us in Facebook jail last week. I said no. How y'all doing? It's Tuesday, hunty. Hey, who's on here? Who's on here?
Let's see. Let's see who's journeying.
Hello.
Hey, Ernestine. Hey, Tia.
What's going on, Tia?
Now, if you have any emotionally unavailable friends, share
Tag
this
them.
right now.
Tag them in this video.
Tag them
Share
right
it.
now.
Tell them to get there.
Because we're going to try to hope the people.
We're going to hope them. Yes, Facebook jail, honey. They put us in Facebook jail because they said we did not. I'm going to say it again. We do not own Backyard Party. Baby, we don't own Backyard Party. That is not our song. Facebook, that's not our song. I'm going to say it again.
Ours.
We're going to put it in the post. It's not our song.
Right. How about that? Oh.
Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get started, honey. So they said whether it's 2 or 3, honey.
Well, 2 or 3 are gathered.
Child, we're going to go on and get this roast going, honey. Well,
yeah.
Well, what's going on in the news this week, honey?
Listen, pop culture, as I don't know, because I asked, Johnny, if he had heard what was going on with in the news with R. Kelly. R. Kelly is in the news yet again. Hey, Brianna. Hey, Christian.
What?
Because he playing with young girls again. Now this time he got them held hostage in his house.
What? I saw, I think I saw a little bit of this story. Now, I don't know if I believe this.
It was on BuzzFeed. Well, that's one of the major outlets that's carrying the story.
I don't know if I believe that story, but they said he got.
It's on multiple outlets.
Well, I don't know.
And one of the girls that is supposedly, allegedly being held hostage, her mom has spoken out to say like, hey, we met him. Seemed like he was cool. He was going to help my daughter in her career. And I don't understand what somebody says not showing. Yes,
well, we here, honey.
We here, shoot.
Well,
and she was like, "Well, I'm the ultimate stage mom. If this wouldn't have happened had I been there." But he invited her, to one of his concerts. Was going to help her in her career, and he held her hostage in a house. And not just her, a couple of other girls too. But the girl, the daughter, listen to this. The daughter is saying, I'm not being held hostage. I don't know what my mama talking about.
Something don't sound right about that story. And I haven't really followed the story that much, but something just don't sound right about that story. I don't know about that story. I don't know. That's weird. If he's holding people hostage in a house, that is kind of weird.
And I think if it's R. Kelly, now come on, if it's R. Kelly and you got a history of doing crap to young ladies.
Well, I don't know. I listen. I just know we don't own the rights to Backyard Party. That's all I know. So don't put us in Facebook jail. Please don't. I don't want to go back to Facebook jail. Well, I'm thinking about it. Okay, so in the week of Instagram, we're going to start doing this. Every week on our Facebook Lives,
we're going to do
segments. We're going to do pop culture, and then I'm going to follow up with like the petty report. So this week in Instagram, y'all, you know what? I am human. I'm allowed to change my mind. I have not changed my mind. Her career is still in 2016, and we in 2017. But I have to agree with my friend at Memes Be Like. I think Miss Kim Burrell is on Where Is My Grammy World Tour. She is on her Where Is My Grammy World Tour. Kim Burrell is popping up in so many clips on Instagram.
Well, that's because they finally let her out of Facebook jail too.
Well, I mean, I posted a clip too. I mean, listen, she's talented. She can sing most people under.
You're
but
absolutely right.
Her career is still in 2016. Her career's not out of Facebook jail though. But I still, like I said, I like the song. I mean, her voice is everything. I think her voice is everything. And, hi, Michelle. How are you, honey? But, yeah.
Hey, Cookie.
I think she's on her tour because, I mean, she got clips from Essence. She got clips from somebody else's church. But I just thought that was just funny for me this week. But anywho, who else is on here with us? Let's see. Oh, I don't see your friend that said he couldn't join. Well, hopefully he got on.
Hopefully, because we're going to see if he got... Let me see. Scroll to the right.
Hopefully he got on because we are...
that wants to join.
We are here.
And I have to make sure...
Everybody, can y'all see us okay? Because we got people texting us saying they can't see us or it's not showing. What's not showing? Because we got to jump into this topic. Facebook. Child, they put us in Facebook jail for Mary Mary. It's the God in me, honey. And they put some shackles on our hands, honey, and we could not dance, but we wanted to praise him. Okay, well, we're going to go on in Jesus' name.
That's what we're going to do.
He's here. He's here. He just said hey in the comments. Okay, well, praise God. They said whether 2 or 3 are gathered, honey. Let's come on through. Oh, okay. They said they can see us. Well, we good.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you all can see us now.
Well, honey, we here. We are here. And so the topic of this week, we've been writing down, doing a lot of writing and just a lot of thinking because we're about to do a whole another round of taping of David and Johnny videos. But we wanted to stop because a lot of people are attracting people that are emotionally unavailable.
What does that mean?
And, okay, it means like you are in a relationship with someone or you think you're in a relationship with someone that might not be as into you as you are. Kind of like them people on the Housewives of Potomac. What's her name? What's like Robin and Sean, whatever his name is. But anyway, but people are in relationships and people, they're attracting people or they're trying to be in relationships. I'm sorry, should I say they're trying to be in relationships with people that are emotionally unavailable.
Or who are not as emotionally open as they
Right. And I think that is something that it can be damaging to the relationship. Yeah. And it can also be damaging to the progression of trying to start a relationship. And I think a good way, we identified some ways to know if you are in if you are in a relationship with someone who's emotionally unavailable, or why do you keep attracting someone that's emotionally unavailable?
Well, you should ask yourself a couple of questions. If this is you, maybe this is you, maybe this is not you. But if you can answer these questions honestly, maybe it is you. I don't know.
Not friends with benefits.
That ain't what it is,
That's
Doris.
Not what it is. Now, people need to understand, like for real.
You need to ask yourself, question number 1. Am I more into my mate than my mate is into me? And when you ask yourself that question, you have to think about stuff like, do you all enjoy anything mutually outside the bedroom? Maybe y'all ain't enjoying much inside the bedroom either.
Well, a lot of times, no, but like, here's the thing.
I'm just saying.
Okay, let's put a pin there because I'm not on the bus that sex is going to take us over. I'm not on that bus.
True.
That bus is, all the wheels on that bus are flat. It's not going anywhere. If you think sex is all you need, kill yourself. Because that's just like saying, okay, no, pause. If you think that sex is all you need, there's something wrong with that. There really is something wrong with that because
in all honesty.
Because you're going to get old.
And it's going to get old.
And it's going to get
old.
And
woe out.
Woe out, toe up, need to be sold on eBay, too many miles on it, Viagra can't help it, Cialis can't help it, ain't nothing going to be able to help it. And so, I think that people need to understand you're going to have something more than that. That's why I said the wheels on the bus they flat.
And also, question number 2 you should ask, am I the only one making time for this relationship?
Okay.
Meaning, are you the only one that's constantly planning things, romantic rendezvous, date nights, and this person they may physically be present, but their mind, you can tell. If you with somebody for a certain period of time, you can tell when they're not there mentally and emotionally. If you understand that I'm not sure how many of you know about the love languages. That book was so profound because it speaks about how people communicate in relationships through love, not just how you exemplify love, but how you receive love. And they can be two totally different things. I may want to, one of my love languages could be gifts, which means I like to receive gifts. I like to receive gifts. I like to be showered with gifts. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I like to give gifts.
Right. And
if you are with a person that says, well, I want to be with somebody that if I give them a gift, I want to give them and receive on the same level that I give. But if that's not the love language or the primary love language of the person that you're with, you're going to be frustrated all the time when it comes to gift giving.
But you should now. You hold on there. I agree with the love languages, but you should give on the level that you want to be given to.
True, but you can't be mad if the person does not give.
Oh hell yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Oh, because that's the show enough truth.
No, then you shouldn't be with them.
Hold on. You have to explain that to me.
No, okay.
Because if I come with Burberry and you come with Aldo, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a fiasco.
No, if that's
because it is hee-haw.
Because it is hee-haw.
No, you ain't coming.
No,
you have to explain that.
No. So here's what I'm saying. If you are a person who loves to give, okay, let's use another one.
No, we're gonna stick right there.
No, because there's more than one love language. There's actually 5
but
of them.
But I want to talk about that.
Yeah, because it's you that I was talking about. I'm just calling it on out.
Well, call out
this person likes to give gifts. But that's not your primary love language.
Okay. What's my primary love language?
It ain't gift giving.
Oh, what is
You do like to give gifts. And you give
I like
very
to receive
well.
gifts.
You do.
I gift very well.
You do.
He gifts
yes,
well.
You do.
His name is high class.
You gift very well. However, you are, whether you know it or not, you really do like words of affirmation.
Okay.
If you went all day and did not hear that affirming voice, it would be a problem. You need that more than you need to be gifted.
Well,
right, I know what I'm talking about. I know the person I'm with, y'all.
I need to be told.
Come on up in here.
I need to be told I'm cute.
See what I'm talking about?
Because he does all this for you. What they say, give me your CC if you are too busy about no, ma'am.
Doris said, give me your credit card if you too busy to buy me a gift.
Oh, well, So, okay. But let's go back to something else that you said, too, because we were having a conversation earlier, and we were talking about, I think it was like we were watching a video or something, but there was like a woman who stood up and said that I've been in a marriage for 12 years, but I checked out in year 6. And we were both like, what the what?
Yes.
So, okay. So here's the thing. You said, go back to what you said.
I said, when I saw that video, I was like, how is it that if you are married to a person for 12 years and you say that you checked out in year 6, how can you be connected to a person for that long and not notice on the other side that they have checked out 6 years ago?
Her husband, right?
Yes.
Okay, pause right there. I'm going to park you right there because this is what I said. I said a lot of times people have to understand, that a lot of people nowadays, well, it's not even nowadays, a lot of people are in relationships for different reasons. True. And until you understand and define the reason that the person's in the relationship, you won't ever be able to answer that question because you're saying that if the wife is standing up saying that I checked out 6 years ago, and you're like, how does the husband not know? Well, the husband may very well know, but you have to understand what is in it for him and what has he made his what is his non-negotiable there that is okay for him. Because the thing is, some people may say, well, if she checked out 6 years ago, where does that leave the husband? Well, the husband may not need her for sex. The husband may need her to keep the house clean. The husband may need her to watch the kids. You have to identify what he's deemed her purpose before you can understand if he is or is not happy. Now, she's already identified that she checked out 6 years ago. I would love to know where her emotional, thought process is because she's getting a little something, hey, something from somewhere.
In 6 years.
In 6 years. It may not be from him, but she's getting it from somewhere.
So somebody just asked them, which was the question that I wanted to know, then why are you still in that relationship?
Because some people, you have to find out what's important to them. Because here's the deal. I know a lot of people. I don't think I'm talking about you if I know you. And if this is your story, just close your eyes. We won't know you're talking about you. But I know a lot of people that are married for a lot of different reasons. Some people may say, oh, well, I don't want to take my children through this divorce, so I'm going to stay in this marriage with this person that's dysfunctional so my kids can have stability. Okay, so your kids have stability, but they see a lot of screwed upness in your house. So it's like you solve one problem and create another problem. But some people stay in marriages because they don't want to date anymore. They don't want to do anything. Like, I know so many people that are over the age of 40.
I'm seeing that text comment, by the way.
Some people that are over the age of 40, they're like, I don't want to do this anymore because this new age dating is not for me. So they say, I know what I got at home. They know he crazy as hell. So they rather stick with crazy as hell that they know instead of stepping out with, well, I don't know if he's going to be Bruce or Caitlin. Like, I don't know because it's a lot going on. And so you have to really think about where that person's mindset is.
But also, I think if you are in a relationship at any given moment, another question that you should ask yourself, are there certain things that my mate is telling me, whether it is verbally or non-verbally, that I am ignoring?
Right.
I find so many times we always talk about those, we skip those red flags. We've always seen those red signals, that red light. We've always seen that. Now, what I say is, yeah, but when you see that red light, it's too late. You had some yellow lights that you ignored.
Right.
You had some things that this person did to you, said to you, around you, about you, that gave you pause. Why didn't you listen then, earlier on in the relationship, that it did not progress to? Some people got married to dysfunction.
Well, yeah. Or they found out very early on
in the marriage that it was dysfunctional, and they stayed in it for years.
And that is dumb. But here's the thing with that. I got one more thing to offer to that, because I see a lot of people commenting on why people stay in marriages. And a lot of people, sometimes I've met a wealth of women over the age of 45 that have lifestyles now. So what I mean by that is they've got the Benz, they've got the $500,000 house, they've got all these material things that they've deemed as a lifestyle. And they're like, I don't want to go back to living like a college student. So that might be, their lifestyle might be more important than their happiness, because they don't necessarily want to go back to the one-bedroom apartment or the studio apartment. They want all the stuff they have, and they just stay in the dysfunction.
So I just got a text comment.
Who is texting in? Y'all better get on here and comment.
They have us projected on their TV, so they can't.
Oh, okay.
See, this is new age technology.
Well, come on through.
Hey, new age. Now, the question was, what do you do when it's obviously your spouse? When it's obvious your spouse wants to be unmarried, but won't say it, and instead will make actions to try to make you be the one to end it, so they can remain the victim in the situation.
Oh, you want to answer that? Because I don't know. Yep. I don't know if you know that person, and I don't want to offend them. Because I'll come out screaming.
No, they know how we do.
Oh, well, honey, well,
but I'm gonna go ahead and answer that question, though,
because I'm gonna come back with a recap.
So when you are with somebody that is pushing you to do something that you, first of all, nobody can make you do anything that you don't want to do. That's one.
Right.
You decided to make a choice and ultimately enter into relationship with this person. Now, if this person starts showing you signs, or they start showing you things that you may not have seen before, then I think that that's grounds for separation. The rules have changed. That way, my commitment changes. Once you change the rules on me, my level of commitment to this relationship changes. If you go into a relationship, for instance, saying, I don't want children, and you get with somebody that said they don't want children, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years into the relationship or marriage, they're saying, well, I want kids now. Well, if the other person still doesn't want kids, that means you all now have a problem. And somebody's going to live unfulfilled because they now want something, and now something has changed. You can't get mad at the person that did not want children, that their level of commitment did not change. Yours did. So if you get with somebody and you feel like you are in this thing all by yourself, that's what divorces are created for. Sometimes it's okay to walk away, but do so amicably. You don't have to blast them out on social media. I don't care what the other person is doing, because I've actually seen that once today where people got married and now they got somebody going on Facebook Live and talking about the person they married. They never said any names, but if you knew the person that was doing the video, you knew exactly who they were married to. But that's the thing. You chose to marry them.
Thank you. Take
made that
responsibility. That's my biggest thing.
Put them big boy, big girl drawers on and take responsibility for your part in it. It was two people that entered that marriage.
Right. Before you call one more good Judy, one more girlfriend, one more bestie, BFF, best friend, whoever you want to call them.
Prayer partner.
Stop that. You chose this person. So you got to take responsibility for the person that you chose. Now, if you with somebody and they saying that they acting, pushing, nudging, suggesting, sending smoke signals, they don't want to be together, baby, you need to leave. You need to walk by. Because here's the thing, and this is for anybody. This is for those people that live their lifestyle. Because here's the thing. If your lifestyle is so important to you that you're not going to leave, then shut the hell up.
Right.
Don't talk to your friend, your sister, your cousin.
Yes.
Shut up and take it.
Yes.
That's what you need to do. You need to shut up and push on through. Because I am tired of seeing people, they want everybody to feel so bad for them. I heard what you said about the victim thing. I ain't talking about that person. I'm talking about somebody that they ain't gonna do shit about their situation. Excuse my language.
They just gonna talk.
They just gonna talk about it.
Being a constant pity party.
Being a constant pity party about what it was. And they gonna talk about things like, I saved it for the kids. Your kids are 100 now. You 200. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, I can't I can't help you. And I can't go there with you. You chose to be with this person, for better or for worse. Some people knew they married a damn fool at 1 month, 2 months, 1 day. I mean, hell, you got people that say they cheated on their mate the night they got married. I mean, this is real talk. Like, you married that, so you got to deal with that.
You got to take responsibility for it, and you will. That's not to say that you can't hold the other person that made the indiscretion responsible.
Right.
You can't hold. It's not. We're not saying that you can't hold them accountable. Right. But you can't dismiss yourself from the dysfunction either.
And I just want to say one thing too, because I know a lot of people, sometimes people just think I just read. I'm not reading. And I'm also not talking off the top of my head. Stop it. I'm not talking off the top of my head, because here's the thing. We make this look good. But there have been some moments here that ain't been too pretty.
True.
But at the end of the day, we both have to take responsibility that we decided we wanted to be with each other.
Absolutely.
So when stuff don't start going right, it's not like, oh my God, I can't be with you, da 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 da. No. You ain't gonna never know what's going on between this one and this one. But I will say this, at the end of the day, we take responsibility for the seats that we sit in.
Right.
And if there is a problem or something that needs to be handled or addressed, we need to stop and handle it like two adults. Because taking to Facebook, if you take to Facebook and you start Instagram or Snapchat, Tumblr, whatever else you got, Pinterest, if you start talking about your relationship on social media, you need to stop. Like, that is so dumb. It's just dumb. Like, and why would you come to a platform with a lot of people that probably don't give 2 cents about you?
Right.
Let's just be honest.
Or your relationship.
I'm going to be real with you. A lot of folks are on your timeline and liking all your stuff because they vicariously living through you. It don't mean they like you. Some of y'all done got this shit twisted. You ain't that damn popular. I don't care how many followers you got in your ball. Catch that tea. But what I am saying is, stay off social media with your relationship. That's just what I'm saying. That don't make no sense.
At all. I never understood that.
That's
and like
dumb.
you said, we've been through some tough moments in this relationship where either one of us could have taken straight to social media
and ripped each other apart.
Complete shreds.
But let me tell you something. We have a brand.
Yes.
This is for all you couples that are in business together.
Yes.
Because that's good and bad for some people. You know, we had a rough patch in our relationship. We always said the business was the bridge that brought us over. Because at the end of the day, what purpose would it have served for either one of us to act a doggone fool on social media and then have to come back and answer to you?
Right.
Because when you have a brand, you have people that you have to answer to. Mm-hmm. So think about that. Just think about it. Even if you don't have a brand, it just don't look good.
It really does say more about you, the person that's recording the video, than it does the person that you're recording the video about.
Right. And
it speaks to your dysfunction.
Yeah, it really does.
More so than it does theirs.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So we've witnessed it time and time again. So many people that we both know, that we both have been connected to, have gone to social media. And that's not to say that behind the scenes, we're not saying, you know, you might want to really rethink taking that post down.
Right.
Because it's not a good look for you.
It's not. And I just think that, you know, it's tough. It's hard. Relationships are not easy. At all. Relationships in the public eye are even more tough to deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even about being on social media or the fact that we shoot videos all the time. I have friends that are in ministry relationships, that are in high-power business relationships, and sometimes when you have external forces pulling at you, it makes it harder. But you got to take responsibility still for being in the relationship, and you have to do your part in making it work. One of the things that we have found too, listen more than you talk. Listen more than you talk. It sounds so simple, but so many people just don't do it. It was a point in time I didn't do it. I used to just talk all the time. I wanted to be heard. And so it didn't serve me well because I got to deal with him. And he got attitude too. And we both got attitude. So it just didn't serve us well. So we had to find another way to communicate. Y'all commenting a lot. What they saying? What they saying?
Ain't they commenting?
Baby, what they saying?
Spilling all your business, all types. It shows the type of person you are. Absolutely.
And here's the thing though. This is for people that are dating, thinking about dating. People before you get in a relationship with somebody, let me tell you something. They gonna tell you almost everything you need to know about them.
Oh my God.
Just listen.
Oh my God.
They're gonna tell you what they're gonna do to you. They're gonna tell you how they're gonna do it to you. Just listen. I promise you. Just listen.
When you listen for that, you have to know that they're not gonna outright say, you know, insert your name here, I'm going to cheat on you.
Right.
They're not going to outright say, insert your name here. I'm gonna use you for all you got. If you got more money than I got, I'm gonna make sure by the time this interaction is over, I got more money than you got because I've been took from you and not gave to you.
Right.
They're not gonna do that. What it will sound like is this. You know, in my previous relationship, my ex never wanted to do this. They never wanted to go out. They always left me at home, or I was always doing things by myself. No, they telling you. What they really are saying,
come on through, honey.
What they're really saying,
what they really saying, honey,
is I can get down with who I want to get down with by myself, and I'm so sneaky at it that you will never know that I'm doing it.
Well, listen. Let me tell you, honey. We real honest on this David and Johnny live, honey. Don't come on here if you don't want the truth, honey. It's 2017, and the spirit of the side chicks is amongst us. Baby, the side chicks are amongst us.
Jesus did not die on the cross
for you to be a side chick. He didn't.
That ain't what he did.
That's our motto for 2017. Jesus did not die on that cross for you to be a side chick. But let me tell you something. If you are a side chick, there are rules to this.
Got to be.
There are so many rules to this because I'm not going to sit on this platform and be ignorant to the fact that I know some of you are not somebody's side piece right now. No shade. I'm just going to be serious. And hear me when I say this. You ain't never going to be the main.
Never.
You're not. It's just not going to happen. And I just think people have these.
Well, no, that's not true. It can happen.
It can happen, and I'm not going to start blasting people that have made it happen. And I know some of y'all done wifed and married the side piece.
Yeah.
And y'all done made a whole lot of folks mad. That's do what you do. But there are rules to this. And I think what is so funny to me is that people that I know that are like really thoughts, and they like been thoughts their whole life, and now they didn't turn 30 or 40 and they didn't became a Christian and God didn't bless them, and now they want to call out all these other thoughts. But you was a thought 2 seconds ago. So I am just like this. There are rules to being a side chick. Yes. You're really not going to ever be the main chick or the main person. So just stay in your lane.
Please.
Stay in your lane. And if you're going to graduate from the side chick ministry and become a wife or whatever the heck you're going to become, always remember which you came from. And remember your ways. Because there's somebody who wants to do it to you.
Like you did it to somebody else.
I'm just saying.
You, side chick, will become.
I'm just saying. God didn't create you to be a side chick.
That ain't what he did.
I'm just saying. I'm saying.
We just trying to hope the people.
I'm trying to hope people. I just want people to be hoped. That's
now,
all.
And know this. Before you can attract the right person.
Oh,
the right person. Let me say it again. The right person.
Baby.
And the right person may not be what you think they are. They may not come in the package you think they should come in. They may not have as much money as you think they should have. They may not be the expected height, expected weight, the expected ethnicity, the expected gender.
But, see, that's why a lot of folks ain't going to be happy. Right.
I'm just saying.
A lot of folks ain't going to be happy.
If you are neutral, if you are completely open, if you know what you want, you know how you identify. I'll put it that way. That was real politically correct. If you know how you politically identify, if you know how you sexually identify, then you know what you want. But you have to be careful of what you want that package to look like, because it may not come in the same wrapping that you may think you're attracted to. But in order to get to them, you got to get to you first.
Yeah, that's
know
true.
Who you are first.
That's true.
Love yourself first. Love yourself enough to date yourself.
I'm gonna tell you what you do. You go to Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware is that? What's that song? Go to Ace Hardware and buy you a mirror and a map. And I want you to pencil yourself in and find yourself. Because I'm serious. No, you was right. I agree.
Yes.
You gotta find yourself, and you gotta know where you are, because you don't stand a chance.
And you show somebody else how to love you by how you love yourself.
Amen.
You ain't gotta tell them. Show them.
Show them.
When you say they come home or they're coming to your place and you have just come out of a bubble bath and you got candles lit and you got a nice glass of whatever you like to drink.
Hennessy.
Cause I'm not finna do this with you.
I want some Hennessy.
You got something there for you, some little libation. You have to know that it had nothing to do with them. This was for you. You needed a break. You needed to take time out for yourself and unwind from your day. And when they get into a relationship with you and they're with you long enough, sometimes you walk in the door and that same bath that you would have drawn for yourself, that other person would have already drawn it for you, because they know that that's something that you enjoy.
Right. And I that goes right along with, you must be honest about your emotional needs, whether you are a male or female. You have to be honest about emotionally what you need. But I wanted to see this comment that somebody just left, honey. What did that say? She said, stop killing people's profession. But honestly, some people love being the side piece. They really don't want to be the main course.
Some people seek attached people because it's a thrill for them.
Oh, okay.
But it's a dangerous game. You're absolutely right.
You're absolutely right. It's a dangerous game. I mean, no, I'm not disagreeing. I am not disagreeing either. I will say, if you don't take anything else from this video, you need to understand God did not create you to be a side piece. That's number one.
You're good enough to be the main.
Yeah, number two, sex is not going to take your relationship over.
Please know
it's not. It's just, I'm so sorry. And like,
young ma'am, young sir,
it's just not going to do it. Like,
please know that sex will not be around always.
It's not. And here's the thing. We're not saying stuff Let me just say this too, because I know some people, not all people, some people may have a hard time like, y'all are two guys together. How can y'all let me tell you something. If you think that our world is gay, you are dumb too. Like, we live in a big world. Yes. A big world. What we do behind closed doors is like a quarter on the fraction of our universe. We talk to people that are straight. We talk to everybody. And one of the things this is a straight couple that that shared this with us. Sex is not everything. Right. Sometimes people want to talk. Sometimes people want to go to a damn picnic. And I'm just saying, if you smart,
walk in the park.
Right, and if you smart and you start learning things that your mate want to do, you might get some more sex. Try that.
Because most of the time when you invite somebody into if you can invite them into your heart, if you can get their heart, their body will follow.
Right. But
if you try to get to their body first, their heart is already shut down.
They trying to get into them, but not into them.
See?
Catch that. Brother, you got to stick around. You got to learn this lingo, honey. Communication and honesty are still a great foundation to build any relationship off of. Communicate, because without those two, it's just gonna be it's gonna be down. It's just down.
And it is possible to communicate without honesty.
That's true.
Because you're saying stuff, you just lying. You just volunteering lies. I ain't even ask you how your day was. I ain't even ask you how much money in your pocket. You just volunteering lies. And I ain't got no money. I ain't got nothing. I ain't been nowhere. She just a friend. He's just a co-worker. Lies.
But I also think too that so many people discount understanding what that other person that they call their mate, their partner, whatever, they really discount what that person's needs are. I think sometimes this is really more so for guys, because I think after talking to so many guys of all ages, walks, sexual orientations, it's like guys kind of come, you know how you get those
hardwired?
Yeah, hardwired. They're like pre-packaged. They need some like extensions to go in that bad boy to like hook this thing up. It's like a cell phone that's default program. We need to download some more things in here, because some people think if they providing the basics that's enough. No, you
mean guys?
Guys, yeah. Mm-hmm. If you're providing the basics, listen, you can provide the basics all day long and wonder why she's still sleeping with the cable guy. I'm just saying, your basics and her basics may not be the same basics.
True.
So you need to understand what each other's basics are. It's not a one-way street.
But there's so many times, and men, like you said, we're hardwired, but we're not. Certain things we were taught. How many of us as young men that were raised by a dominant mom, I won't say a single parent home, just a dominant mom, who, when you began to show emotion, they cut it off because they didn't want to hear it.
Right.
Stop all that crying. You sound like a girl.
Right. Well,
shut up, you big sissy.
Well, I understand that, and I hear that, but
what I'm saying is, when you grow up in an environment like that, you learn to shut down your emotions.
Right.
So when you are trying to enter into a relationship with a person that wants you to be emotionally available, you no longer know how to do that, because you've never been in a space where it was comfortable, where it was safe for you to be, as a man, to be emotionally nude.
Okay, and I can agree with that. I mean, I 100% understand that. And I feel like, though, even if that's your story, at some point, you have to stand up. And how long are you going to use it as an excuse? If you're really trying to be in this moment with this other person and make this thing work. Because my question would be, how has that worked for you to this point? That's not my story. I wasn't raised like that. Mm-hmm. But there were some things in my raising that wasn't right either. Mm-hmm. I had to go and tweak it for myself.
But the only reason that you knew that there was something to tweak is you had to be exposed to something different.
Right. And I had to be exposed to something different. But I also looked at what was going on in situations that I was in. Because had I kept my same wiring, we wouldn't even be together.
You right.
We wouldn't, because I learned some things from my exes. Mm-hmm. And, I acted in some ways that I thought that were right, they weren't right.
Right.
And what I'm saying is, even as a man, at some point, you got to be able to change, reboot, download something, get a new app, program something else in there. I can go with you. And I know the older you are, the harder it may be. No shade, I'm not talking about old people. I'm not. But what I am saying is, you just got to be able to tweak a little bit. That's all. Just tweak a little bit. That's all.
You don't understand.
What I understand.
You're saying tweak a little bit. For a man, that it may not be that simple.
Well,
for most men, it's not that simple.
What, do they want to be in a relationship?
That's not to say that they don't want to be in a relationship. They may have, for all intents and purposes, they may want to be in a relationship. They just don't know how to do it and be available as their mate would like for them to be. Well, because they've never had an example of it.
Well, we trying to help them.
But that's not to say everybody that's emotionally unavailable is going to see this video. We hope they do, and they can if you share it right now.
We trying to help them people. I'm just saying, you can listen. Just be able to be flexible. As flexible as you want your mate to be in the bedroom. Emotionally be that flexible. Yes. How about that? That's all. Who called me old? I am not old.
Michelle.
I am yet young.
He a youngin'.
I am yet young.
He a youngin'. He just got an old soul.
I have an old soul. But I just, we just want to help the people.
Just learn to take heed to those warning signs. Because they are always there. Always. And every situation is unique. No situation is atypical.
No.
We will say that. So if you find yourself in any of the situations that we talked about tonight, listen, we can't tell you what to do for you.
Right.
But you know what should be done, and you know how you want to be treated. Yeah. Go back to that. If the person that you're with, if you're in a relationship, whether it's been for a length of time, you're trying to think about ending the relationship, you're just getting into a relationship, remember what you said you wanted, your non-negotiables. Bring those up to the forefront again. If the person that you're with is going against all of that stuff, then they're not that non-negotiable because you're negotiating.
But they need to make sure you do those non-negotiables. A lot of people don't do that.
No.
When you start the relationship, when y'all
state them
in lovey-dovey and ooh, you so cute, ooh, you so cute. No, you need to be like, I'm not saying spring on them in the beginning, but y'all need to have a conversation about some non-negotiables. Because it's 2017, and if y'all entering the dating scene, child, some of y'all started off on two separate foots, because y'all need to understand what monogamy is.
First.
But
that may not be everybody's story.
That ain't everybody's story.
That may not be a deal breaker for everybody.
It's
some people may be okay with
Listen, if you're a 2+1 special deal kind of person, let me just listen. Be honest about that. And even that needs rules.
Yes.
Because I'm gonna say, I don't believe in it because I think 2+1 special. What happens when 2 and 1 don't want to get with 3? So somebody's gonna get left out. That's just the way I feel. But that's just me, my opinion.
And it's too many things going around, y'all.
Too many things.
It's too much.
And I ain't talking about love.
Listen, we do public health. That's what we do. And there's now reports of a drug-resistant strain to gonorrhea.
Oh gosh. Well,
it's so much stuff going around. So it's not just about. I know that our backdrop is HIV, and we continue to educate so that other people can know what it is, know how to protect themselves, and live their healthiest lives if they are a person living with HIV. But there are so many other STDs and STIs that are out there that if you are exposing yourself or your mate to, you can't say that you love them and you're continually putting them in harm's way every time you sleep with them after you slept with somebody else, whether they knew it or not. Mm-hmm. Because you all may know that that one of you is sleeping with that one person, but neither one of you know who that other person is having sex with.
Right. So listen.
It's dangerous, y'all.
2+1 special is just not. It's not cute. This is not the dog.
And Doris, you're absolutely right. Largest and fastest growing population of new infections is people over 50, and I'm gonna tell you why. it's that way.
Why is it?
One of the reasons is they are so stuck in their mindset of what dating and relationships is. And it has changed. We continue to say that. It's not the same. You cannot think that just because you had sex with this person and they're the only person, if you're over 50, and that they're the only person that you've been intimate with over the last 2 months, that you are the only person that they've been intimate with.
Child, bye. Ain't happening.
And every time, it only takes once.
It do. It
only takes one time for you to be exposed and you to be infected, for you to transmit that thing to somebody else. Wow. So for those of you who are over 50 and those of you who are not married, that you are still single and you still, mingling, be careful. You have to be careful. It's imperative. Because you're going to look real crazy over 50, and you now have to tell your grandchildren that you have caught something that you trying to protect them from getting.
Yeah. You just got to be careful.
I'm just saying.
You got to be careful, and you just need to be responsible. I don't care what you do. Just be responsible.
Carolyn said, I had this guy who wanted to have unprotected sex, and I refused to date him and have unprotected sex. So from what I understand, Carolyn, are you saying that because you're a woman of a certain age and they only wanted to date and have unprotected sex, you didn't want to continue entering into a relationship with them? Or are you saying that had you been in a monogamous relationship or even moved or progressed towards marriage, then you would have probably thought a little bit more about having natural sex? I'll put it that way. No glove, no love.
Well, all right.
And please know that there is only one safeguard against STDs. Only one. And condoms are not it. Using a condom is not it. It's abstinence. It's just don't do it. But seeing as that ain't working for a whole lot of people, if you're gonna do it, make sure that you are protected. Both of you. Not just one of you. Both of you. She said, I'm over 50. I don't want to be with him because of that. Absolutely. I agree. Yes. Carolyn, I 100% agree. Because he's telling you how he's going to be the rest of the relationship. Because if he'll date you and have unprotected sex with you and have natural sex, I should put it that way, natural sex with you, he's going to date other people and have natural sex with them as well, and think that it's okay because you are over 50. He may not worry about pregnancy, but you still have to worry about everything else.
Right. Well, we've enjoyed hanging out with you all today.
If you've missed any part of this video, you can go back, you can replay it, you can share it, you can share it. Share it. You can share it.
Excuse me.
He is going a little bit of above and beyond in his high class tea that he's been drinking this evening.
I'm sorry, this looks throat issues, honey.
Thank you all so much for your purchases. If you have not gotten your tea just yet, you can go to www.highclass.blends.com to order yours today. Sip with us on purpose.
Oh, but before we go, I have a little bit of a, we're going to do a little review. We went to visit the old lady game, the OLG, on Sunday. And I just want to give the David and Johnny official review before we get out of here. I'm going to let David start off, and then I'm going to chime in.
Let me tell y'all something. First of all, I'm very critical of everything and everybody. I may not say it to them, but I am. I'm very critical. I know how I like to eat. I know how the atmospheres that I like to be in. Do I give them an A for effort? Sure, maybe. I'll give them a B for effort. Actually, why would I give them a B? I'm glad you asked. If you invite me to an establishment that is supposed to be on a level of a celebrity who is the owner and proprietor, I expect a certain level of ambiance. I expect a certain level of atmosphere. And that was not there. It just wasn't there. And why am I saying that they get a B and not an A? Because if they were not a black-owned restaurant, we would be talking about them too. And we talk about them even more harshly. So the atmosphere, if you want to go and you don't mind waiting, because we waited for an hour, we walked into this room full of other people that we didn't know, sitting on couches together. Like, it was that intimate that you literally had to sit on the same couch with people you didn't even know. You didn't even know why you was waiting in this room. I thought we was going down there to go to a table. We sat down there for an hour before we figured out that we was waiting on a table. So we get to the menu, we get to the table.
They told us we were going to a waiting area.
They told him. We get to this table, they put these menus on the table, and the first thing I seen was breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person, meaning I have to literally have a taste for breakfasty foods, like the eggs, the bacon, the sausage, that kind of stuff. So that was the first two things I saw on the menu, so I was like, get it. So, sorry y'all. So, anybody got time for all that. So we get the menu. I see that there's something else a little bit further down. I said, oh, good. You can't go wrong with chicken, macaroni and cheese, some greens, and a little cornbread. You can't go wrong with that. It's after 12 o'clock. Let's go ahead and chill out and eat. I don't know who fried that chicken. Don't eat it. I'm sorry. It wasn't really like fried. It was more like broasted. I'm not sure if you know what that type of chicken is. I heard somebody else on another review say something about the macaroni and cheese and how it was not seasoned. They're absolutely right. They never seasoned it. They never caught up with that accent, that Lowry's. They never caught up with it. Never made it to that macaroni and cheese dish. But the two highlights of the entire experience for me was them greens will make you want to slap your mama. And the person that was kind of backfilling for our waitress, she was Aunt Bertha's daughter. She said she thought I was
sweet potatoes too.
Oh my God, yes. And the sweet potatoes were lovely. And so she said when she was going to take us to the waiting area, she said, I thought you were mean. She was talking about me. I thought you were mean, but I said I was going to get you. And she did. She got me out. I was all right. I said, I'll come back just to see you. Now, I don't know about I'm going to have the same meal again, but I'll come back to see you. And it can hold about 150 to 200 people. They got 2 bathrooms.
That was on that floor. Well, and is that all you wanted to say about your review?
That's it. I drank my Coca-Cola and I got on out.
Well, I think that my OLG, because I don't need to go through everything you already went through, but I would give them...
You're so shady. You're so shady.
What?
Wait till this camera go out.
Oh.
You wait till this camera go out.
I'm gonna give them a B.
Okay, you agree with my B. Okay.
I'm gonna give them a B. First of all, I just think that, I'm all about experiences. Like, experience is everything for me. And I think that if you have a restaurant, if you have a limited menu on Sunday and it's just brunch, you should be told that at the door.
Yes.
That's first and foremost.
Yes. Give
someone the option to know that before you take them to the mystery room for an hour. And they sit there with all these other mystery people. It's a mystery because I don't know anybody. Right. And everybody's just sitting there. And some people are, taking pictures of everything. And some people are just looking at you like it's just, But, okay, here's the thing. That's that. Tell me the menu. And then another thing, the restaurant is too new to have tables that wobble. I like the wobble. Yeah. But I don't want my table to wobble. I don't want my table to wobble. I don't. So I need them to get some tables that don't wobble. The food, I'm going to go with you on the food. The food was, here's the thing. And I told you this on Sunday.
Yes, and I agree.
People will come through the door for the fact of who owns it. And that's going to be cute for about a year. Or those people that come to Atlanta that watch the show and just want to, come there. But then what? There was nothing to hold me to want to go back.
Right.
I might go through and do a to-go.
Right.
Maybe. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying. And I one other thing, I just want the staff. I'll say it because you all can afford it. Send your staff to the same training that does Houston's.
Yes.
Houston's has the best waiters.
Yes.
They're all dressed in black. They all are very well clean looking.
Yes.
None of them look like Uncle Ray Ray and Aunt Jane Jane.
Because that's who was serving.
Yeah, it looked like what happened was, like, I'm going to tell y'all my experience.
5 people called out.
Right, and that was like, Jill, Wesley, bitch, get over here, come over here to this restaurant so you can serve these people. Girl, it was like a quiet day where you forgot you weren't supposed to wear all black. Girl, you got on white. Bring your ass on up here. You can sing too. Girl, come on up here. That's all I'm saying. So, to prevent from looking like the quiet day from hell, I want them to invest in sending their staff to the people that do Houston's. And that's all. That's all I want to say. I think that it is amazing that African Americans have this business, and I really want to support them. I really want them to win. A lot of people may think I'm shady. I'm not shady because here's the thing. If I had a restaurant, I would want somebody to tell somebody. I want somebody to let me know. You know what I mean? So you want them to. I want them to stick around longer than the show.
Right.
That's the only thing that I'm saying. And I think too many times African American businesses, it's a great idea, it's a great concept, but we can't keep doing, all the tenants are supposed to wear black, and he wore blue, but we really need his voice. So come on.
Because I know the song.
No. We have to have consistency, camaraderie, and that. I don't know my words. I'm like Fantasia. But yeah. So that was my review of the OLG.
Another black-owned restaurant business came to Atlanta, put up by another celebrity, and will probably be gone. I'll give them 2 years if they don't change some fundamentals. Yeah, ask them people at Bar Chicks.
They gotta make some fundamentals.
Just saying.
But they're still around.
They are still around.
We went there too. They're still around.
But they took some guidance.
Yeah, they took some guidance. Otherwise, you just gonna have your fans coming.
Right.
So, saying that, anything else we need to communicate on?
Nope.
I think we're good. We have a special announcement coming up possibly next week. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we're going to announce it, but we got a special announcement coming up.
If we're released to announce it, we'll probably announce it.
Yeah, we will. But
we always up to something, y'all.
Other than that, we got to go watch the Have and the Have-Nots. And, it's a night. It's a wrap. We love y'all. Later.
Missed any part of this video? It was really good. Go back and watch it.
We enjoyed y'all. Love you. Mean it. Mwah.
Love you for watching. Bye.